Okay, maybe you don't know how to test, how to scale on Pinterest ads for your dropshipping store. So in this video, I will show to you everything you need to know to start with low budget and then scaling to gain a lot of results on this platform. So I started this account 16 months ago on Pinterest ads. And the cool thing about Pinterest, it's you can use a lot compound effect. So at the beginning, we starting with very low budget. So here at 2.7 euro in terms of spend and generating more than 13 euro in spend. So for the conversion rate, euro to USD, for the people that don't know, so 1 euro equal $1.1 dollars. And so we doubled the budget last year, so 5,000 in terms of spend and total order value checkout 22,000 euro. And then the next month in March, so we stabilize around 6, and then we scale. We didn't scale the budget, but we just gain more and more traction because we optimize a lot of things in the funnel and in our dropshipping store. Then the next month, same, we stabilize, but generating more revenue here, getting more and more. And why? Because the algorithm of Pinterest, when you train well the algorithm, you can get more sales days after days in the long term to have very stable revenue and then increasing your margin month by month. Here, 7,000 euro of spend and almost 50,000 euro generating in September, and Q4 here we scale it in the last Q4, and now we are at a level, so we are spending around 14,000 and we are almost at 3,000 euro per day. So that's very nice, and so that's why also we are scaling a bit by bit with the horizontal scaling. So that's very specific method for Pinterest. So it's very important to understand because Pinterest works very differently compared to Google, compared to Meta. So it's very important to understand the algorithm. And so to summarize, totally we spent 123,000 euro and generated 5.8 in terms of ROAS and more than 700,000 euro generated in the total on this shop. So how it works and how you can start on Pinterest. So the first thing, it's very important to understand the platform because it works very differently compared to Meta, compared to Google, and it's very visual. So you have visual video here, you can have carousel, you can have static pins, and the cool thing also about Pinterest, it's you have lots of shopping pins. So here, for instance, I can see here the price, product details, and on every pin you can click and then be redirected in the website. So that's very powerful, Pinterest, for that. And there are a lot of niches that works on Pinterest. So famous niches for Pinterest is home decor, beauty, fashion, food, jewelry, luxury. So it works very well on different niches, but the thing to understand is the audiences on Pinterest, it's like there are more women than men, so 60% of women, 40% of men. And the cool thing about this platform is you can target a very specific audience that buy a lot with a very nice intention, because Pinterest is a search engine. So people are looking for inspiration, and then they can finally tap different keywords here, like for instance, sofa here, and then in one click buying the sofa, checking the price, and then going to the website to finally buy. So that's why it's very powerful. And also if you have like a catalog, you can plug your catalog with the app Pinterest Shopify and then have all your products inside Pinterest. The first thing when you are starting on Pinterest, it's to work on your branding, because when people are searching on Pinterest, sometimes they want to know more, so they can click on the pin here or on your profile. And when they click on your profile, that's very interesting because you need to create different boards. So different boards, that mean different category with pins inside. So I suggest 8 to 10 boards at the beginning, with inside 15 to 20 pins at the beginning to have better ROAS, because you need to add trust on your Pinterest account before starting your ads to have the best chances of success on the platform. And that's how we started. So we started here with adding the branding, and day after day, by publishing also on the organic side on Pinterest, we're getting a better and better Pinterest account. The algorithm in ads also, it's getting a warm up days after days, and that's how we scale. And after that, when you have your branding, the goal is to create different campaigns. So how it works on Pinterest, you can click here, and after to click on create campaigns. And the very important thing here, it's to start with conversion campaigns and catalog sales. Only these two sides, and in the conversion part, not in consideration, not awareness, because it will drive a lot of traffic, but without any buying intent for the audiences. So that's very important to start in this direction. And then you can click here and tap, for instance, campaign keywords. Here you can start with a fixed budget daily, which I recommend. And for performance plus, I suggest to launch it in the second time when your account is warm up. It's very better because this type of campaigns work very well for scaling, because on Pinterest you scale horizontally and not vertically. So it's very important to launch Performance Plus when you have a warm-up account. And then so you can create and put an amount here. So I suggest to start with low budget on Pinterest just to pass the learning phase. And after, when you are gaining traction, you can scale pretty easily. And you can start for the day of tomorrow here, and then starting and clicking on continue here. So Pinterest is very powerful. Why? Because you can target different things. And then when you arrive at ad group details, you can click on find new customer here. And on Pinterest, you can target with interests, with keywords. And I don't suggest to you to start with broad campaign. It's always better also when you have a warm-up algorithm. So at the beginning, the very important thing is to try also interests and keywords, but not in the same campaign. It's to split and to have keywords campaign, interest campaign, and to split all the campaigns, because the thing is, if you have independent campaigns, if you want to move the budget of the campaign A, for instance, we don't want to have a learning phase for all the campaign if you regroup everything in one campaign. So that's why it's better on Pinterest to split. So it's very different compared to Meta, but that's very important. So here you can choose interest, and here you can add keywords. But very important, you need to separate your campaigns with interest and your campaigns with keywords, and not mix interest and keywords. So that's very important. And here you can tap different keywords. Let's go again for sofa, for instance, and you can search and tap here sofa, and then add different keywords here. And the goal here is to put keywords related to your product, and same for interest. And then you can scroll down when you selected your interest and keywords, and here for the demographic, you can select your gender. You can click here or female or male, but the thing is on unspecified, there are more women compared to men for your information. So if you want only to target women, you just need to unselect male here. You can select, for instance, if you want to exclude these ages, you can by clicking here. Here you can select your localization with your languages. Devices, you can select all devices. Don't touch here at the beginning, it's very important. And then you need to optimize on your ROAS here. It's very important to optimize on your ROAS. And here you have two options. You can select return on ad spend here or conversion. And if you click on conversion here, you really need to click on checkout to optimize the algorithm for checkout and not add to cart. And then after you can scroll down, and when you arrive at the ads part, the important thing here is to click on select pin, and you can choose between 4 to 6 pins max per ad group. Ad groups in mean ad set on Meta, so it's the same word but for Pinterest. So 4 to 6 pins per ad group, and then you can click on publish to launch your first campaign on Pinterest. And when you will launch your campaign on Pinterest, you will see your CPMs very low. So here you can take a screenshot of my page here and put the same columns here. So here there is a spend, the total ROAS here, total order value, and here we are on a shop with only Pinterest. So the thing is, sometimes Pinterest counts differently the attribution, so that's why we are putting these two columns, but it depends if you are only on Pinterest or not, or if you have multiple traffic sources. Here total checkout conversion, CPA here, and then you will see that when you have a very low CPM, like here 1.2 euro for the CPM, it's very, very cheap. And finally, for 123,000 euro, we are getting totally more than 1.3 million clicks. So that's very, very cheap. The cost per click is very low, so less than 5 cents per click, 6 cents per click. So that's why Pinterest is very powerful, because you can have a very high intent audiences in front of your advertising with paying very only cents compared to other platforms that are very expensive like Meta or Google, for instance. So if you are interested to know more, I will put all the links down below in description. So to know more about my method, my BAO method is the method that I use to scale to this level and even more. And also I will put the link down below if you want to schedule a call with me, if you want us to help you on Pinterest ads to get very nice results and very nice for us, because there are a lot of opportunity, a lot of things to do on this platform. Not a lot of people are talking about this platform, but there are lots and lots to do to get this very high ROAS. So it was Luc. See you in the next video. Ciao.